when was Queen Elizabeth II's coronation? When was Queen Elizabeth II's coronation? So pop your answer down on a piece of paper. Nice easy one there to start with. Question number 2. Who designed Queen Elizabeth II's coronation dress? So there's a few questions here about Queen Elizabeth, because that was obviously the last coronation, but there's a lot of questions here for King Charles as well. So who designed Queen Elizabeth II's coronation dress? So I'll try and give you about 10 seconds on each one. Okay. If you're not sure, just put a line. I'll repeat any of the questions at the end if you miss any, okay? If you just join in late. Question number 3. How many parts does a coronation service fall into? How many parts does a coronation service fall into? So I can see the comments. There's some answers coming through. So pop your answer down. Right, question number 4. What did Prince Charles receive from Queen Elizabeth II when she was crowned? What did Prince Charles receive from Queen Elizabeth II when she was crowned? Some really good questions here, actually. Okay. Okay, question number 5. How many coronations have been held at Westminster Abbey? How many coronations have been held at Westminster Abbey? I think I heard this morning on the news. Excuse me, guys. And I should say hello to replay viewers watching this maybe for the next coronation on future coronations. So everybody on TikTok is saying hello to you all on the replays. Right, question number 6. Who will conduct King Charles's coronation? Who will conduct King Charles's coronation? Sorry guys, I always get a little tickly throat on the first thing on the morning. I'll just drink some water. So again, I can see all your comments coming through, so I'm not ignoring you, I'm just it keeps me informed that we're still live. Right, that was question number 6. Question number 7. How many guests attended Queen Elizabeth II's Queen Elizabeth II's coronation? How many guests attended Queen Elizabeth II's coronation? I'm not sure if there's going to be more or less tomorrow, or the same, I'm not sure. But how many guests attended the last coronation? Okay, question number 8. How many nations and territories were officially represented at Queen Elizabeth II's coronation service? How many nations and territories were officially represented at Queen Elizabeth II's coronation service? Obviously, these questions are going to be very much based on the last coronation because we haven't had one for 70 years. So I'm sure tomorrow's events will be part of the next quiz, which I will obviously be part of, hopefully, in whatever year that happens. That's if TikTok will still be here. We'll still be here, hopefully. Okay, so that was question number 8. Question number 9. I've got 20 questions here. We might do an extra 5 because we're getting through them quite quickly. So question number 9. What is the name of the crown placed on the head of Queen Elizabeth II during her coronation service? What is the name of the crown placed on the head of Queen Elizabeth II during her coronation service? Now, I know King Charles would mention that he wanted a slimmer down coronation. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. But obviously a lot of it will still be the same. Okay, some really good answers coming through there. Question number 10. What is Prince William expected to do at King Charles III's coronation? So what is Prince William expected to do tomorrow at King Charles III's coronation? So if you're not sure, just have a guess. Maybe think of his current role. Some good answers coming through. Right, and question number 11. So we're kind of halfway there. How many people watched Queen Elizabeth II's coronation on TV in the UK? How many people watched Queen Elizabeth II's coronation on television in the UK, in the United Kingdom? And I believe, wasn't that the first ever broadcast on television? I believe. Or the first ever live broadcast, I think it was. I wonder if any history will be made tomorrow, whether they'll be showing the coronation on something that's brand new. That would be interesting to know. Maybe like a new resolution television or something. You never know. I wonder if it's available in VR. That would be quite clever, wouldn't it, as well? There probably will be. I bet there's somewhere where you can watch the coronation in virtual reality. I reckon there will be somewhere. If not, they should jump on that. Right, question number 12. How many journalists lined Queen Elizabeth II's coronation route? How many journalists lined Queen Elizabeth II's coronation route? Now, when I was looking at these quizzes, there was 2 quizzes I could have chosen. I think the other one was very much more about, the proceedings and things. And I thought that might be a little bit too difficult. But there's a mix of questions in here, so I thought I'd choose this one. But as I say, a lot of it will be replicated, I suppose. I think that's the best word, tomorrow, because it's tradition. We shall see tomorrow. So, how many journalists lined Queen Elizabeth II's coronation route? Right, question number 13. What was the first documented coronation at Westminster Abbey? What was the first documented coronation at Westminster Abbey? That's a good question. If you're going somewhere and you're around family, friends tomorrow, I'm sure someone will ask that. What was the first coronation? Okay, and question number 14. Which two monarchs did not have coronations? So there was two monarchs that did not have a coronation. Which two monarchs were they? That's a good question. For that question, the answers I'll give you 5 points if you get one of them correct. If you get both, you get 10 points, okay? So I need both correct answers there. So which two monarchs did not have coronations? I will let if you give me an answer, I don't know what the answers are yet, but if you give me an answer that is just the first name and not like a third or a second, then you can have the points, okay? So just the name I'm looking for, and then I'll reveal the answers later. Okay. Question 15. What happens during the anointing stage at a coronation? What happens during the anointing, and it's spelled anointing, stage at a coronation? Okay. And question 16. Who was the first King of England? Who was the first King of England? Obviously, at that time, it was England. Obviously, now we celebrate the United Kingdom. But who was the first King of England? Excuse me, guys, sorry. Sorry, guys. Right, question number 17. This is a good one. When was coronation chicken invented? When was coronation chicken invented? So I'm looking for a year. When was coronation chicken invented? And question 18. Okay. How long did Queen Elizabeth II's coronation last? That's a good one. So how long did Queen Elizabeth II's coronation last? So I don't know if that's in hours or days or weeks. I don't know. But how long did the last coronation last? Okay, question 19. The king will wear two royal robes on the coronation, but which monarch previously wore them? So the king will wear two royal robes on the coronation, but which monarch previously wore them? Okay, I'm going to give you 25 questions because some of the questions now are about Charles, so our king. So number 20. Where will the coronation concert take place? So where will the coronation concert take place? If you give me London, I probably can't accept. Okay, so it needs to be a bit more specific. Okay, 21 then. We're going to go up to 25 questions because these are about, they're mostly about the service and everything, and King Charles. How old was King Charles when he became the Prince of Wales? So how old was King Charles when he became the Prince of Wales? We've done a lot of questions, I know. Stay with me, guys. We're going through the answers very soon. Okay, and 22. King Charles once wrote a children's book. What was it called? So King Charles once wrote a children's book. What was it called? I didn't know this. I'm going to have to look at this. Okay, question 23. The Queen Consort adopted 2 rescue Jack Russell Terriers. What are they called? The Queen Consort adopted 2 rescue Jack Russell Terriers. What are they called? So again, 5 points for each one. So what are they called? Okay, question 24. What crown will the Queen Consort wear at the coronation? So what crown will the Queen Consort wear at the coronation? And 25, your last question. You're probably thinking, phew, that's a sigh of relief. Who designed the King's coronation emblem? Who designed the King's coronation emblem? Right, does anyone want any questions repeating before I go through the answers? Did anyone miss any questions? Or maybe I was a little too fast. Let me know now in the comments. If you want any questions repeating, I'm just going to give you 30 seconds. If you want any questions repeating, and then we'll do the answers. I'll give you the question, I'll give you the answers, okay? And then I will let you enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing. As I say, do follow if you're new to the channel, whether you're watching this on a replay or live. So I do quizzes on a Friday. We do wordscapes on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and a Friday. Okay, so I don't think anyone wants any repeating, but I will give you the question. So here we go then, question and answer. You get 10 points for each one, 5 points for the ones that have 2 answers, okay? If you get 2 of them correct, you get 10 points. So question 1 was, when was Queen Elizabeth II's coronation? The answer was the 2nd of June, 1953. If you put 1953, you can have the full points. Okay, well done. If you said that. Question number 2. Who designed Queen Elizabeth II's coronation dress? The answer was British fashion designer Norman Hartnell. I've heard of his name. British fashion designer Norman Hartnell. Question 3. How many parts does a coronation service fall into? The answer is 6 parts. These are the recognition, the oath, the anointing, the investiture, which includes the crowning, the enthronement, and the homage. So I'm not ignoring. I can see all your comments. I'm just not ignoring you. Just going through the answers. So the answer there was 6 parts. So this is what you have to look forward to tomorrow: the recognition, the oath, the anointing, the investiture, which includes the crowning, the enthronement, and the homage. So look out for those 6 parts tomorrow. Okay, question number 4. What did Prince Charles receive from Queen Elizabeth II when she was crowned? The answer was a special hand-painted invitation to the coronation. So I think a few of you said letter. Can we accept letter? I will accept letter because in a way it's an invitation, a letter. I will accept that. But it was a special hand-painted invitation. Question number 5. How many coronations have been held at Westminster Abbey? The answer is 39. That's quite a lot, isn't it? 39. So there's been 39 coronations in Westminster Abbey since 1066. Okay, question number 6. Who will conduct King Charles's coronation? The answer is the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby. And I'm sure he'll be, I don't know if he's already a Sir, but I'm sure he will be after that. He will be given a knighthood, I'm most likely, for that. So we'll be calling him Sir Justin Welby, I'm sure, in the future. Right, question number 7. How many guests attended Queen Elizabeth II's coronation? Did you get this one right? The answer was, somebody said this actually, well done, 8,251. So a total of 8,251 guests attended the Queen's coronation ceremony at Westminster Abbey. So I don't know if it's going to be the same or more, I'm not sure. They did say it's going to be a slimmed down version, so maybe there'll be less guests, I'm not sure. Question number 8. How many nations and territories were officially represented at Queen Elizabeth II's coronation service? So how many nations and territories? The answer is 100. Well, it was 129. 129. 129. Question number 9. What is the name of the crown placed on the head of Queen Elizabeth II during her coronation service? Did you get this one right? Yep. Well done, everyone who said this. The answer is the St. Edward's crown. So look out for that tomorrow, the St. Edward's crown. And question number 10. What is Prince William expected to do at King Charles III's coronation? And well done, everyone. Yep, you are correct. He's expected to kneel before the king, kiss him on his right cheek as a sign of respect. So kneel before the king, kiss him on his right cheek as a sign of respect. And number 11. How many people watched Queen Elizabeth II's coronation on TV in the UK? The answer was 27 million. And at that time, in 1953, the population was 36 million. So it was only 9 million short. So 27 million people watched the previous coronation. That was just in the UK, of course. But don't forget, that was at a time when, when television was born, I suppose, because that was the first ever... Was it the first ever colour broadcast? I think it was the first ever colour broadcast, if I'm right. Right, question number 12. How many journalists lined Queen Elizabeth II's coronation route? And the answer was 2,000. And it was from 92 nations on the coronation route. So 2,000. 10 points if you got that correct. Excuse me, guys. Right, question number 13. What was the first documented coronation at Westminster Abbey? And the answer was, of course, William the Conqueror, which was actually on the 25th of December, 1066. So the first documented coronation at Westminster was of that of William the Conqueror on 25th of December, 1066. We're certainly learning a lot today, aren't we? Okay, question number 14. Right, 5 points for each correct answer here. Which two monarchs did not have coronations? So you might think that everyone had a coronation, but not all the monarchs did. Which two monarchs were they? They were Edward V, which was the boy king, and the second was Edward VIII. Now, I said to you, if you just put the name, that's fine. So if you just put Edward and Edward, or just Edward, you can have 10 points. If you put Edward and Mary, well, for example, then you could only have 5 points. So if you put Edward, I will give you 10 points for both, okay? And do you know the reason why? So it says here, according to Westminster Abbey, the two monarchs who did not have any coronation were Edward V, the boy king, who was presumed murdered in the Tower of London before he could be crowned, and Edward VIII, it was Edward VIII, who abdicated 11 months after succeeding his father. There you go. Right, question number 15. So we already went through the 6 stages of the coronation, but what happens during the anointing stage at the coronation? I'm really sorry, guys. I've got a little bit of a chesty cough today. So what happens during the anointing stage at a coronation? Did you get this one? So this is the point where he's seated in the coronation chair and the monarch will be anointed with the oil. I think it's called the holy oil. And I believe they said that this oil for this coronation is a vegan oil. So I know it's definitely in the country now, so it's ready. So the anointing stage, he'll be seated in the coronation chair and the monarch will be anointed with the holy oil. Right, question 16. Who was the first king of England? The first king of England. And the answer was Athelstan. Yeah, a lot of people think it's William the Conqueror, but it's not. The first king of England was Athelstan. It was between 895 to 939 AD. Well done if you said that one. That was a bit of a trick question, that one, wasn't it? Right, 17. When was coronation chicken invented? And the answer was 1953. It was created by Le Cordon Bleu London and it was served at the Coronation Luncheon in 1953. Okay, well done for staying with me, guys. Well done, and well done if you're doing well on this quiz. So number 18. How long did Queen Elizabeth II's coronation last? So not her reign, her coronation. And the answer, it lasted for 3 hours. So the Queen's coronation service began at 11:15 a.m. and it lasted almost 3 hours. Question 19 of 25. The king will wear 2 royal robes on the coronation, but which monarch previously wore them? The answer was Queen Elizabeth II. Okay, number 20. Where will the Coronation concert take place? So if you just put London, I can't accept. The answer is Windsor Castle. Question 21. How old was King Charles when he became the Prince of Wales? And the answer is 9. So last few questions, guys. Thank you so much for taking part if you have to go. Okay, just reading some of my comments. And question number 22. King Charles once wrote a children's book. What was it called? And the answer was The Old Man of Lochnagar. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Old Man of Lochnagar. 23. The Queen Consort adopted two rescue Jack Russell Terriers. What are they called? 5 points for each correct answer. The answer is, if you said Beth, give yourself 5 points. And if you said Bluebell, give yourself another 5 points. So Beth and Bluebell. Thank goodness we don't have to do this quiz for another, maybe, hopefully 20 years. Okay, question 24. Yeah. Which crown will the Queen Consort wear at the coronation? And the answer is the Queen Mary's crown. The Queen Mary's crown. And your last question, guys. We've done it. We've reached the end. So hopefully you've got lots of points. If you haven't, then take the quiz again. Test your knowledge again. And see if you get the correct answers. So question 25. Your last question. Who designed the King's coronation emblem? And the answer, believe it or not, wow, I didn't know this. This is a very good answer if you got this one. The answer is Sir Johnny Ive. And you might recognise him because he was formerly the Chief Design Officer for Apple. So you all know who I mean, Sir Johnny Ive. And that is worth 10 points. So add your scores up, guys. Let me know how well you did. Hopefully you enjoyed that quiz. It was a little bit different. I thought to myself, should we do the extra questions? And then I thought, yeah, let's go for it. So hopefully you did well. Let me know how many points you got. Let me know in the replay, in the comments down below, how well you did. You got all but 2 right. Well done, Gwyneth. So I'm just reading my comments off TikTok here. You can follow me on TikTok, Aidan Leeds, if you enjoyed this. And as I say, I do come live every Friday at 10 a.m, as it currently stands. So, well done, guys, for taking part. And, yeah, that is it. That is our coronation quiz. And it says for 2023, but I very much doubt there will be another one next year. So, but that is the year, the 2023 coronation quiz. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for following and supporting the channel as always. And here's to the next one. Long live the King. Have a really great day, everybody, and a great weekend. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.